Slava, after this amazing career, or in addition to this amazing career as a soloist and as a conductor, what role does chamber music play in your life?
You know, I think that for me, most important in my life, that's career coming for different elements together. Because I, 35 years, accompany my wife in piano. When I finished Moscow Conservatory as cellist, as pianist, I played second Rachmaninoff concerto. And that's enormous help to me as cellist. Because cello, that's one voice instrument. But in piano, you many voices have, polyphony. And of course, until 48, I also composed much. And I was in class Shostakovich for composition. And I have my book, student book, when that's composition class. Highest mark and Shostakovich. Yes, but even if I so long composed, I have tried piano concerto with orchestra, etc., etc. That's take me nearer to modern music. That's important. That's why I very have interest for Schnittke, for Lutoslavsky, etc., etc. That because I composed and I was pupil of Shostakovich, and Shostakovich was, of course, that genius. And that's my composition. My piano playing, because of polyphony. And of course, my orchestra as conductor, my career. And that's all together give to me possibility, I will understand music, what I play in cello or play in piano. And I tell you about my memory. That's I tell you, 35 years I accompany my wife, all program in memory.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
What are your views on historical performance practice? As of playing Bach in a period way.
Yes, you know that I have my personal opinion about that. Personal opinion. To perform this music in Baroque style, in Baroque, in all instrument. I tell you honestly, I doubt about that. I doubt. And I tell you why. Because, you know, each genius, that's, of course, that's from God. Genius, when still alive, people don't understand that genius. Because people don't understand. He coming forward for 100 years, maybe for 200 years. People stay in time what exists. That's why Beethoven in his life was not so fantastic famous. If Beethoven now still alive, you know that coming to him 2,000 Dr. Honoris Causa for the University of Beethoven, that have in his garage 200 Rolls Royce, for example. You know, because that now everybody understands who is Beethoven. Yes, in my presence, not people understand who is Shostakovich, not understand who Prokofiev.
Yes.
Because Prokofiev and Shostakovich, 1951, have no money for food, both. Because that 1948 was these famous rules, communist rules against formalism. 10 of February, Stalin in Zhdanov, 10 of February 1948. Because of what rules not perform in any composition of Prokofiev and Shostakovich in all Soviet Union. Not perform 3 years. And that's not have royalty and not have also a commission, because commission make only government in Soviet Union, only. And I tell you, why that people don't understand that genius? Because genius all make forwards this music. Now Shostakovich have 3 times more success and better performance than in his life. I'm so sorry that he not hear performance now, how perform this composition. And you know, I think that composer not composed for instrument what exists in his time. He approximately make a register of this instrument. But you know, his idea much bigger than instrument possible take this idea. And I tell you one very great example from my life. That's when I rehearsing second Shostakovich concerto. We have very difficult cadenza for 2 French horns. Only 2 French horns make cadenzas, very difficult. And I make rehearsal. After that, in interval, we sit in a big hall, Moscow Conservatory, and in this interval, 2 horns player that practice there for cadenza. And in one moment, Shostakovich stopped speaking and told me, Slava, I'm so unhappy. I thought, why? Because I died before people make a real great instrument, French horn. I died before, because I believe that coming instrument was secure and very, very strong and secure, because he hear how bad playing.
Yeah.
And now, I think, after 100 years, some cellists tell, if I perform second cello concerto, must be have horn what was in Shostakovich's time. And Shostakovich must be in his grave, just make ventilator, that must be.
So things are always evolving and changing.
Exactly,
and
exactly. And that's changing also perform. And perform changing for better.
Yeah.
I tell you honestly, because Prokofiev and Shostakovich performed in time when he was alive, much worse than now perform. Much worse, I tell you honestly.
Do you still now, I mean, Schmidtke doesn't live anymore, Britain is no longer with
Not
us.
only, I have balance there much more than here.
Yeah. Now, what I was
All people wait me there.
No, what I was wondering
I
is,
don't worry about my death, absolutely don't worry.
no, I wasn't talking about that stuff. What I meant is, are you still now working with contemporary composers?
That's difficult now for me. And I now would like to make last performance for my life for cellist. That's Penderecki composition, what I must perform in my festival, small festival in Vienna. Because that's commission make Musikverein from Vienna. Possible perform only with Wiener Philharmonic Orchestra. But Wiener Philharmonic Orchestra already busy until 2007. And that's why in my schedule with Wiener Philharmonic, I must conducting War Requiem by Benjamin Britten in 2005. And I tell, that's change Requiem by Britten 2007 at this period for 2005, give to my performance of Penderecki, and I performed maybe last time in my life, 2005. But I tell about 2007, when postponed my Requiem by Britten, I tell, I of course participate for this performance. Or I conducting, or I hear this performance together with composer.